top level, it's quick to take, you can do it on a modular basis, and it's good value as well. You get that familiarity.
Hello viewers, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি বর্ষাল ফাউন্ডার এন্ড সিইও অফ ট্রিপলাই। সো অনেক দিন ধরে আমাকে অনেক ধরনের কোশ্চেন করেন আসলে যে ইংলিশ প্রফিসিয়েন্সি টেস্ট হিসেবে আসলে আমরা কোনটা দিব। অনেকে ম্যাক্সিমামই আসলে বাংলাদেশে আইএলটিএস পিটিটা অনেক বেশি পপুলার। সো আজকে আমি পরিচয় করে দিচ্ছি জেমস পারের সাথে। জেমস ইএলএলটির গ্লোবাল সেলস ডিরেক্টর হিসেবে আছে। সো জেমস আজকে আমাদের সাথে কিছু ব্যাপারে কথা বলবো, যে ট্রিপলয় নিয়ে এবং অক্সফোর্ড ইএলএলটি নিয়ে। So James, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Okay, James, you know that Bangladeshi students are very much interested for the study in UK. So what do you think that why students are going to UK for their higher studies? What is the main reason for the to pursuing the UK degree for the Bangladeshi students?
I think the UK, of course, has been a strong market for Bangladesh students for many, many years now. And I think we all know some of the reasons, cultural similarities, communities back in the UK that obviously settled there, family relationships. So you get that familiarity when you go to the UK in terms of food, in terms of the communities that you can settle in. And many of our universities are located in areas where there is, a very strong Bangladeshi diaspora there. So I think that's probably the first reason why a lot of people go there. Of course, in the current context, you can get the post-study work rights as well, where you can stay in the UK for 2 years after your degree and work anywhere you want to. You can also work during your degree, I think 20 hours a week. So, I think that's another plus. I think you'll probably not agree with me on this one, but the ease of the visa. So by that, I mean in context, compared to going to Australia, particularly USA and Canada at the moment, the UK visa process is very transparent. If you follow the rules, you tend to get the visa. Whereas I think some other destinations is a little bit more, there's a bit of chance in there, which I think can be unsettling, particularly if you're expecting to go to university in a couple of months' time and you're still not sure whether you're going to get a visa. So I think, despite challenges, I think the UK is one of the more accessible international destinations for particularly Bangladeshi students. And I think the variety of universities that we have in the UK that are, all over the UK, all good quality, and you've got a real group of options, all very highly ranked. So there's lots of benefits for Bangladeshi students going to the UK at the moment.
Okay, thank you so much. So and one thing is that the UK degree is very much accepted all over the world, and who students have completed their bachelor masters from the UK, and even they come to the Bangladesh, they are highly reputed and they get the highest amount of salary in their professional career. So you know that Bangladeshi students are very much popular with the IELTS, P3 and Duolingo. So right now you are the global sales director of the Oxford ELLT.
Yeah.
So what kind of benefits are and what is the difference between the other English proficiency test and the Oxford ELLT?
Okay, without getting too technical here, I think the Oxford ELLT, it's actually got a little bit of history in Bangladesh. So, post-pandemic, we were doing about 15,000 tests a year. So that's quite a lot, really. And it was one of our biggest markets. So, there's some knowledge around it. But I think the main things that students will go for these days is its flexibility. So if you take the online version of the test, you can do it obviously anytime you want. But also you can do it on a modular basis. So that means you could do your reading this week, then you could revise for your writing, you could do that next week. And as long as you do all your skills within a 30-day period, as in a month, you can, pass your ELLT. So it gives you that option, but you can also do it in a test centre as well if you want to. So where you complete the whole test in 3 hours. We'll give you the results within 48 hours. So it is a quick turnaround if you want to take the test in that kind of format. And I think from our university partners' perspective, it's very respected because the security of our test is very strong. And I think both from a security perspective and for the student experience taking the test, you actually get to speak to a live human examiner on the speaking side of the test. which I think gives you every opportunity to succeed, because that examiner's not there just to catch you out and mark you down when you don't get the right response. They will keep on prompting you, and in a way that I suppose a computer or just a written piece of paper can't. They can go, okay, so maybe the student didn't respond that well to that particular question, so they might go, oh, tell me about your family situation, or tell me what your favourite place to go to is. And that gives the student an opportunity to keep on speaking and keep on achieving a good result in that speaking test. So there's a lot of flexibility, but I think that live human proctoring in this speaking side of the test really helps students. And our universities like that as well, because it adds to the security of the test. But top level, it's quick to take, you can do it on a modular basis, and it's good value as well. It's probably one of the cheapest tests in the market at the moment, particularly for a high stakes English language level test, which it is.
We are Triply. We are the authorized agent of the Oxford ELLT.
Yep.
So can you please tell me to our audience and our students why should take the Triply services for their university application, visa processing, and as a Triply is a agent of the ELLT. So why they take the services from our side?
Well, I think they should work with Triploy because, Oxford International, we're a large global education group, and, we have our reputation to uphold. So we don't select key partners and strong strategic partners, of which Triploy is one of them, lightly. We don't just sign anyone up. So we've done our due diligence on them. And, from a student perspective, I think they're highly credible. They represent excellent value in that there's no fees that students have to pay. Any money that Triploy would earn would be out of the final contract with the university. So I think a student can go there feeling comfortable that it's not going to cost them money, but also they're going to get a very high quality experience where the counsellors and the staff there are really interested in making sure that you succeed at university. You don't just scrape in, you don't struggle when you get there. They help prepare you for the university, and they do that with various programs they've developed as well. So, really strong option if you're looking for an agent to support you with your overseas study.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming to Bangladesh.
No problem. Always a pleasure.
So thank you so much, James. Hopefully we'll meet again. And you are welcome to our Triply office, that is Dhaka Mirpur DUHS.
Wonderful.
So inshallah we'll meet you again.
Wonderful. Well,
Thank you so
absolute
much.
pleasure.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.